As a well-known green authority, Kirklees Council are thrilled to be part of this exciting opportunity to work together with a number of other partners across the Yorkshire and Humberside to install low-carbon measures into homes across the region in some of the most disadvantaged areas. The project is about installing those measures to improve the fuel efficiencies for those people, and it's going to be done through quite a unique partnership.
Yorkshire Energy Services' role is to market the programme and assess all properties in the targeted deprived areas. The advisors assess all properties and we refer them for relevant energy efficiency works that deliver a whole house approach.
What is important is that the innovation does not necessarily come from the installation of the measures. The innovation is through the way that the consortium and the partners are coming together and with a view to being able to look at things quite differently in terms of energy efficiency in housing. There's expected to be an awful lot of learning that the local authorities together with the housing associations will be able to share and learn from one another in terms of looking at wider efficiencies linked to local economic growth as well as they move forward.
This particular area has about 700 or 800 properties in it. It's the Frodingham area. As part of this actual project, there were 14 blocks of what we call wimpy no-fine flats, and within those blocks there were 160 individual apartments, and on top of that we had 80 to 90 properties, mainly wimpy properties, but one or two BISF properties. Those are properties made of steel, and they're in particular very, very poorly insulated and are expensive to heat. The scheme for the flats alone is in the region of £3.3 million, and as a result of the funding coming through, we've also added the houses, which has added another £500,000 to £600,000. We're very happy with the outcome we've achieved. There has been a lot of work that's gone into this, not just from ourselves, but from consultants that's assisted us and other stakeholders and our contractors and tenants. There's a lot of work gone in, but the outcome is there for all to see, and it has completely changed the environment and will have assisted most of our residents in achieving affordable warmth. We're getting feedback now as we're approaching what is the second winter for some of them, that it's made a drastic change to the fuel usage. We've improved this stock, we're improving our stock, and others are learning from us, and this partnership has certainly made a massive difference to a lot of people.
They told us what they would be planning to do, which would be helping out on saving money within the house and putting an exterior coating on the houses, which would save on your energy bills. I mean, the biggest thing for me was to save money on my fuel bills, because with finances, you've got to budget for every penny, and if you can save money wherever you're going to go, you're going to do it. So having this exterior coating on the properties, learning how to save money around the house was the best thing ever. It's brought us closer together because we've all had the work done at roughly the same time. We've compared works and everything. As you walk down the street, it's so much brighter, it's more pleasant to look at. And even people who haven't been to the area, they do comment on how nice the works do look and how pretty the properties are.
Trees Estate at Galco was identified as a deprived area in severe fuel poverty. We decided on an external insulation system whereby we put 60 ml of phenolic foam on the outside of the building and then a silicon-based four-coat render system, which lifted the feel of the area, improved the look of the properties and changed the living environment for the tenants. It's reduced the usage of energy by around 25%. And reduce the carbon emissions by around 30%.
There was 103 properties in total on the estate that benefited, of which some of them benefited from solar thermal panels, obviously for the suitable properties that were south-facing on the scheme. There were 5 long-term unemployed people taken off the unemployment register. They were employed and retrained and reskilled to carry out these works. They're still working with our local team, delivering these sort of measures in other areas of the council.
I'm absolutely sure it's had a positive impact on the neighbourhood because of the way the homes look and the way people are treating them now, and they're keeping everything tidy now. Before it was a little bit dishevelled, but now everybody seems to be appreciating and they're looking after the homes a little bit better. We have had the heating turned down. We had some insulation people came in, loft insulation people later, and he just informed us how to set the thermostat better now and not to have the electric fires on, so we got rid of that altogether now, so we don't need that. Before there was the old concrete looking buildings, and after they put new windows and things in, and the light, the bright, not only does it make it look better, but it does save you energy.
University of Sheffield is delighted to be working in partnership with the local authorities on the project, and our role is threefold. Firstly, to ensure we capture the learning from the project, secondly to facilitate innovation, and thirdly to ensure the dissemination of the learning from the project. The project is addressing three key areas: reduction in CO2 emissions, alleviation of fuel poverty and driving economic growth. Nationally, Green Deal is the big initiative in this area, and in the future there'll be a huge amount of investment. It's important that investment is based upon good evidence from pilot studies. A critical aspect of the university's work is to quantify the impact of the measures that are being implemented, to identify the most effective measures in different building types and different energy technologies. And we're installing meters in the houses and monitoring which can identify energy usage and behavioural patterns. These meters allow us to look at the effect of presenting the residents with information, smart meters, digital displays, to see how this can improve our energy behaviour.